Our first cold call is none other than Jonathan Normali. Hello, home lovers. I am Nikki Kane, and welcome to the cold call. On this episode 2, we have a couple of things to talk about. We have some celebrity home news. Some of our favorite holiday is Halloween. So what more appropriate than buying the poltergeist house? We will cover that. It is for sale. For our cold call this week, in our very first cold call, we reached out to Jonathan Normali. Remember the next gen agent in Sirhan's owning Manhattan? We had a chat with him and it went sideways. So tune in for that. We also have our Columbia Home of the Week, which is a beautiful 4-bedroom, gorgeous home in Forest Acres for not too far over $1 million. And we have a home hack that you don't want to miss, because you know what? Nobody wants to be in a smelly house. You don't want to live there, and you're not going to be able to sell it later. So tune in for that home hack. Thank you so much for tuning in. First up, let's chat a little bit about real estate in Columbia. Did you know we're still in a seller's market? Let's check out the market forecast for the week. As you see, for the month of August, we have some key details, including the 212. The month of inventory has gone down by 2.12, which, well, that's not good. We don't want inventory to go down. And then we also have the listed sold price has gone down by 0.1%. So basically, homes are selling for what they are listed for. The median days in RPR, the median days listed is about 12. This is August. So that says a lot. That says it's a really strong market. You really don't want to play the game into thinking that, there's going to be some crash coming. I don't think so. And again, like I pointed out, it is a seller's market still. What's going to happen on the 18th? I think it's going to get into a stronger seller's market. That's honestly what I believe. Let's take a look at the median estimated property values. It is up by 6%. Property values are going up, and that's a 5.6% change in the last 12 months. Month over month, we've had 516 new listings. That's a 0.4% rise, so that sounds good. It's like new listings are coming to the market. That is something for sure. And the median square foot is $147 a square foot. That's actually down a little bit, 1.3% from the last month. When we get into active listings, the median price is $260,000. The median days on market is 38 days, so it's still a really vibrant market. And the total volume is over $239 million. This is for about an 1,800 square foot home. If you notice, it is lower. It is a little lower than the month prior. We're going to skip down from new pending listings and pending listings to get to the meat of the bone. And that is the month supply of inventory. So in August 2024, the month supply of inventory was 2.12%. That is a negative 1.4% from the last month. The 12-month change is plus 31%. So even though the inventory is higher than it was 12 months ago, it's still fairly low. So that's what you want to look at. You want to make sure that you understand how many homes are coming to market. Again, I really foresee that if the Feds drop the rates on the 18th, it's going to cause a bit of a frenzy again. It's a really vibrant market. It is still a seller's market. So public records show that it's up to about $152 a median square foot, and the home that's are being sold for $256. You might say $256 is a good price, $256K, but this is for 1,800 square foot home, just under 1,900 square feet. So that's not carrying a lot of weight. Remember the $152 per median square foot, which is actually up 10% from last month. That is the market. I want you to understand those numbers so you can position yourself to buy well. Don't keep waiting for this ultimate mega crash. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. So make sure that if the Feds drop their rate, that you are in position to buy, have your pre-qual ready, have your agent ready. If you're in Colombia, call me so I can represent you, and make sure that you get a home, nice low rates before they go skyrocketing again if they do. It's almost time for so many people's favorite year, which is Halloween. So what more than Meg's favorite holiday, with favorite thing for me, which is real estate, to say that the Poltergeist house is for sale. Located in the Simi Valley, a suburb of Los Angeles, this home sold for just over $143,000. This iconic supernatural horror film house is for sale for $1.17 million. The listing is held by Lauren Murdoch of Equity Union Real Estate. And according to her, this place is ready to welcome a new family without the ghostly antics. The home is on a third acre of land on a sidewalk-lined street in the Forest Hills neighborhood. You know it, Cuesta Verde. The home is built in the late 70s and has been well loved by its original owners, according to the listing agent, for over 5 decades. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 home and over 2,300 square feet. And it has large windows, a formal dining room, a nice kitchen. It includes a jacuzzi and pool. Has ample outdoor entertaining space, and obviously it's an icon. So if you want to live in the ghostly love of the Poltergeist house, it's yours for the taking. They're here. Interested in a gorgeous home in Colombia? My office has a gorgeous listing in the beautiful subdivision of Arcadia Lakes in Forest Acres, Columbia, South Carolina. We have a home that is just beautiful. We're talking 3,841 square feet on 2.35 acres of land. 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, 2 partial baths, and this beautiful all brick custom built home is to die for. Listed right now at $1.3 million. I do believe this may be the home for you. If you want to know more about this gorgeous home and all the gorgeous homes for sale in Columbia, South Carolina, and the surrounding areas, of course, give me a call. Okay, so I am bringing you this home hack. So important for every single home. As you know, you should live in your home like you're going to sell it. So what does that mean? That means keep all the little repairs done, keep everything looking new. And one of the things that people ignore a lot is keeping weird smells out of your home. Now, I know everybody thinks their home smells great, whether they have a dog or a cat, or they smoke cigars or cigarettes, or, they compost. Usually, a home is being challenged with smells. Now, what do we usually do? Usually, we'll buy the candles that smell nice and maybe some good spreads, and this is one of my favorites. Cashmere Wood by Villa Hermanos. It's so good. It makes the house smell delicious. We may have some lavender sprigs around the home, but those mask the smells. What we're talking about is eliminating smells. Now, I got this hack from Dr. Barbara O'Neill, and I have tried it out, and it is amazing. So TMI, I have an 8-year-old son who actually does not aim well. And guys, when you're teaching the boys to aim for the toilet, can you please spare the wife the pain and teach them to aim? Any accumulation on the floor or behind the seat before you notice, it's going to start to make a smell. So I got this hack from Dr. Barbara O'Neill, like I said, and I tried it out. I had the unfortunate displeasure of walking into the bathroom after an overnight of missing the bowl, and it was not good. So I decided, since I knew the hack, I am not going to clean it up yet. I'm not going to pour the Lysol on or whatever have you. I'm going to see if this works. And you know what? It did. So my suggestion, and I'm going to have a full video, not part of the podcast, just my regular videos, on my whole shopping trip and how I set this up and how I made the house so much more beautiful and smelling amazing with this small home hack. So we are going to start with Dead Sea salt. Dead Sea salt from the Dead Sea, there's only one. We have here some 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. And we have, you can use organic, everything for me is organic. We probably know this by now. But organic lavender or bay leaves. I chose to use rosemary for this. I love the smell. And it is quick, it is easy, and it is effective. I dare you to try it and tell me if it didn't work. Super easy. We start with getting a little bowl. That's going to be aesthetic to the house. I love these. These are so cute. It almost broke my heart using it in things like the bathroom. Look how cute that is. But it's perfect for my aesthetic. You simply fill it up halfway with some Dead Sea salt. You pour until it is nice and, like drenched and moist with the alcohol. I say probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons of alcohol. And then you quite simply add whatever smell you like. Oh, I just opened that rosemary bag and you see it's almost done. Every time you open it, it just has the most amazing smell. Just pour it in, maybe about 1.5 teaspoons or 2. You could use your hand. I'm using my hands. I guess you can also, since it's alcohol, you might want to use like a utensil or something. Just mix it together. And voila, that's it. It looks all pretty. It looks interesting. You just put it in the room where I will put it in every single room. Like I said, I'll do that video sometime in October. Can't put it together anytime soon. I have some things coming up. But that is it. You put it in the room, and let me tell you, it got rid of that stinky smell in less than an hour. And that smell was a challenge. So here is your home hack this week. Live in your house like you're going to sell it. That means it's always clean. Everything is always repaired. It always smells good. You will enjoy it. And when you're ready to turn it to someone else, they will buy your home before the others. And again, as you know, this podcast is just starting. It's another short one. I am going to make them great for you. Right now, I'm feeling my way around, but it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. This is great. And our first cold call is none other than Jonathan Normali. Remember him? I think he was the one that was either everybody's like top 5 favorite or everybody's like antagonist on the show. For me, I personally loved him. I loved his style. I loved his attitude. We're not talking about little specific things or whatever, but just his attitude toward life and getting things done. And it made me feel excited. Let me tell you why it made me feel excited. Because today, so many of the youth are just like, slightly complacent. They're always on the technology. I know I have a time getting my kids off that technology and trying to grab into something that they're super passionate about and trying to get into themselves and express themselves in a way that they love. And it's healthy for them, but it's not conforming necessarily. You have to have that creativity. You have to have a mind that's going to grow, a mind that is creative enough to make your place in the world. And that's why I loved him. I thought he had a great spirit. I love the fact that he was super confident. And you know what? When I reached out to him to have the call, he's also super humble. I really appreciated him. It didn't go well. It didn't go well at the end of the day. And here you're going to see why. Let's check out the phone interview.
Hello?
Mr. Jonathan Normali, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Doing great. This is Nikki Kane, and you're on the cold call. Thank you so much for taking my call. So obviously, you were an agent at Sirhan when the show premiered, and probably a lot of people's favorite. And I just had to, kind of get in touch with you. Thanks for taking the call. I have a couple of short questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Perfect. Okay, so starting with next gen. I love that. I love that title.
Good business. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about, what next gen is?
What next gen is?
Yeah, your idea behind next gen. What does that speak to?
It's a mindset. It's actually not for the next generation. It's a mindset of thinking about a new way of doing business in general.
Oh, that's awesome. And I get that because you're definitely disrupting real estate. It feels like you're new at it. It doesn't seem like you've been doing it too long. How long have you been doing real estate?
4 years.
4 years. 4 years, and you seem like an ultimate disruptor. I love there's a couple of things that I think a lot of people resonate with, including myself. Number one, you're super confident, but yet in all that confidence, you have that humility. You took my call, and the appeal that says, you know what, I'm everybody's person. And I love that you come from who you are. I can see like most of the future going to a realtor like you. So I love that and I appreciate that. Can you tell me how you started real estate really quick?
I started real estate in New York, and I
Still there? I lost you a little bit there. So we had a drop call. I'm trying him back. Oh, technology. To be speaking to someone as awesome as Jonathan Normali and to pick his brain a little bit. And the call is dropping. Oh, technology. Did this ever happen with landlines? I don't think so. Hi, Jonathan. I am so sorry that we got disconnected and we can't seem to reconnect. So I'd love it if you can give me a call back at 803-915-8772. Just for a couple more questions. Again, I really appreciate what you bring to the table. Wanted to talk a little bit about how you're disrupting real estate, and I appreciate you. One of my top favorites on the show when it was happening. In any case, I'd love to do a face-to-face kind of chat and interview on my show sometime in October. So please consider that as well. Thank you so much. I hope we speak tonight again. And if not, I certainly look forward to speaking with you soon. Because when I was speaking to him and having the interview with him on my phone, good old technology, we lost signal. We did lose signal the first time we were supposed to call. We pushed it back 10 minutes to get it. And then in the middle of the conversation, we lost signal again. So I wasn't able to pick his brain that much. But I do love the fact that I was able to pick his brain in regards to next gen theory. That's what we'll call it. He has this great idea about what next gen is. And actually, I love it. I love it. I love it for my kids' gen. I love it for my gen. I think it's a great mindset. And I think that for whatever anybody has to say, he has a spirit and a mindset that will help everybody rise to the top. And again, this is not going to be a long one. And you might be saying, Nikki, when are you going to stop coming to us looking tired? Well, I don't know. Because I'm tired. But I said I'd bring it, and I'm going to bring it. This week is a long week. I am closing up some things, trying to get some things ready. I'm going to see Ryan Serhan himself next week. That's super exciting. I'm going to the summit that he's having, as well as having dinner with him and Jordan March and the crew from Owning Manhattan. So it's super exciting. I want to remind you of the cups. Remember the cups? My coffee mugs? Don't forget to get yourself a free one. If you're in Colombia, call me, let me know. I will put it in the office so you can pick it up. And if you're not in Colombia, you pay shipping and it's free for you anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. You know why? Because I'm praying I'll get it out before midnight. It is actually super late. I had a lot going on and I'm not dealing with the time factor so well. Again, it's only episode 2. I'm gonna get this right and you're gonna have a lot to love about this podcast. I should have said this 3 times already. Like, subscribe, bell. You don't want to miss this. I promise you I'll bring you the best. I can't wait until the week after next because you're going to have some footage from Sirhan, the event, the dinner, the people, the staff, the cast of Owning Manhattan, and it's going to be great. I'm super excited. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. I really want you to put down what you want me to cover. We covered Colombia and the market. We covered a nice home hack to make sure you're always living in your home like you are going to sell it. Super duper important. We did our cold call, Jonathan Normali, and we did our celebrity home for the week, which is super cool coming into the holiday of scary stuff. The Poltergeist home is for sale. Don't forget our personal home of the week here in the Columbia and surrounding areas from my office. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Call me if you think you want that at any other home. Don't forget to reach out to me. Like, subscribe, and bell. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon.